I know perhaps you're fatigued by my insistence on recycling and possibly continuing to clarify the biggest illusion that we have. And that is that you have a physical body that exists in a material universe. Why do I keep insisting on this? And I do because I believe that this illusion that you have a physical body that exists in the material universe, this illusion ultimately results in all existential suffering. Old age, the fear of old age, infirmity, death, etc. So let me once again challenge conventional understanding of the material world and the physical body, asserting instead that all experiences are modifications or experiences within consciousness itself. And this is easily known through the practice of yoga and transcendence through Dharana, Dhyana, Samadhi. But once you understand this experientially, and once you adopt this view fully, the experience of life would not be seen as an interaction with an external objective world, but as a continuous unfolding of one's own self in various forms and reflections. So, if consciousness is constantly bubbling with vrittis or fluctuations in the form of sensations, images, feelings, and thoughts, and that is what we interpret as mind, body, and physical world, then we will automatically realize that what we call our awareness, its modifications as mind, physical body, so-called, and material world are not separate entities, but a unified process and manifestations of consciousness. All of these entities, mind, body, physical world, appear real due to ignorance or avidya, which veils the true nature of the self, Atman. The Atman is identical to Brahman, pure, infinite, and unchanging consciousness. And the perception of duality, subject and object, self and other, is an illusion, Maya, arising from this ignorance. In truth, there is no external world. What seems to be out there is nothing but a projection or reflection of one's own inner reality. In such an understanding, every experience is a modification of vritti or fluctuation of consciousness. The changing contents of awareness, thoughts, emotions, sensations, are not separate from the self, but are expressions of it. They arise and dissolve within consciousness like waves on the surface of an ocean. The world, then, is not something one perceives through the senses, but something that appears within consciousness itself. It is a mirror reflecting the self in myriad forms. So, when you understand this, then all distinctions between good and bad, pleasure and pain, success and failure are ultimately, in the deepest reality, illusory. They exist within the realm of duality created by Maya, the goddess of illusion. And from this vantage point, which is non-duality or Advaita, these opposites are reconciled in the unity of consciousness. The world ceases to be a source of attachment or aversion because it is recognized as none other than oneself. None other than oneself. The implications of this view are profound, and this understanding and this experience. If one truly experiences only modifications of one's consciousness, then liberation or moksha lies in realizing this truth. That's why it's called self-realization. To see through the illusion of separateness is to awaken to one's true nature as Brahman, the appearance of which is Brahman, the universe. In this state, there is no longer any identification with the body or mind. Instead, there is an abiding awareness of being infinite, eternal consciousness. So I ask you to reimagine your relationship with existence itself. When you do that, you will perceive that what appears as an external world is merely an appearance within the self or consciousness, a reflection of the self. And by recognizing this truth and transcending ignorance, you will move beyond duality and experience life as an expression of pure, undivided awareness. And this realization will dissolve all boundaries and reveal the unity underlying all appearances that at all times are none other than Brahman itself. And you are that. Tattvamasi Aham Brahmasmi. This is the book I'm currently promoting, Digital Dharma, How AI Can Elevate Spiritual Intelligence and Personal Well-Being. And please continue to engage with me by checking out deepakchopra.ai. And today, have an adventure with reality. And that adventure is with your own self. Take care, myself. Take care, myselves.